All right, let's put some finishing touches on our app here, on our page. So I'm going to close out our DevTools. And I think what we might do is we're keeping track of each individual item that's being ordered, which is really cool. But I think we should also keep track of the total amount that has been ordered. In other words, 19 products have been ordered altogether, and then we're keeping track of individual ones. So here's what we're going to do to accomplish that. We're going to come into our properties here, our individual fields. And after the items, I'm going to put a comma, and we're going to add another property, and we'll call this one total cart. So this will store the total amount of items that we have in the cart ordered all together. And so we'll put that up here maybe under message, and we'll make a paragraph, and we'll say total items in cart. And then we'll put in our total items. So remember, this is not individual items, but the total items, the combination of the two. So in here, we're just going to put in total cart. I'm just going to copy and paste. Control copy and then control paste. And so what we should see is 0. And so the point there is, as we're clicking on each of these items, this individual ordered is going to be updated, but so should our variable that's keeping track of all of the items at once. All right, so how can we accomplish that? Well, pretty easy. So when we already have the method in place that's incrementing our individual item. So wouldn't it be nice if in this same method we could also increment our total cart as well? Well, we certainly can. So remember, this is a scope issue. So when we do obj item, that means that Vue is going to look for that variable scoped within our function here, within our method. So if I want to get to total cart, I can't just say total cart plus plus, because, let's do plus plus, because it's going to be looking for the locally scoped total cart, which we don't have a variable defined called total cart, so this is going to give us an error. In fact, let's see if we can see that error. So I'm going to go into inspect. Oops, I missed inspect. Try it again. Inspect. And if I click on, let's see if we get an error. Yep. Total cart is not defined. It's not within scope. So in order to get to total cart, this is back to where we talked about originally. Well, remember, all of this is a single object. So if we want to get to one of our object's properties, we need the word this. So if we use this, what we're referring to is something outside of the scope. So our object's properties, total cart, should be incremented. So let's see what happens. Let's see if it works now. Refresh my page. I'm going to hit this, and we can certainly see that our stitch is getting updated and our total cart is getting updated. But what will happen then if I click on this one? Well, it's also incrementing our total cart and our individual item as well. And you should see it if you go into the DevTools. Just to keep reiterating, we have our DevTools here, our Vue DevTools, and it's keeping track of that too. So we'll see here there's 6, and we increment again. We'll see there's 7, etc., etc. So I think the last piece of this cleanup is that we're going to use a V directive called VIF. And the idea there is I don't really need this whole thing to be displaying when I have nothing in the cart. I only want to have it displayed when I have something that is 1 or greater. 1 or greater. So what we can do there is we'll come back into our V4. This one, not V4. We're going to come into this paragraph. And we're going to use the directive VIF equals. And now we can put a condition in here. And we can say total cart is greater than 0. So what that'll do then is, if total cart is not greater than 0, it's not even displaying. As soon as I click on the button, then we'll see that total cart definitely is showing up. So we could probably do the same thing for order down here. In fact, I'll just do it for demonstration. So that would have been ordered, that's this one. So we could do the same thing here. We can put conditions inside of our paragraph tags with the VIF. And in this case, I'm saying VIF equals item ordered is greater than 0. And where am I pulling that out from? I'm pulling it out from right here. So as long as this item, this unique item, remember each iteration is a different item, as long as that item is greater than 0, then display this paragraph. Otherwise, don't display the paragraph. And so we should see that taking place now. So I currently don't have any items. I click on, and this one's showing and this one's not until I click on that one. So that is my shopping cart, and that is Vue.